Well, Carrie.
Yeah.
This does not look like we've left New England.
No.
Oh boy. Hello everyone, I am Bob.
I'm Carrie.
This is 25 Plus Life, and well, we're still in New England. I guess what they say, the waiting is the hardest part.
I'm not going to leave you alone.
Oh boy.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
Wow, all right. And as you can tell, we're in kind of a giddy mood. We are at the tail end of our journey here in New Hampshire and Vermont. Today we're back in Fort Dummer, Vermont, the state park. And if you want to see a full review of this campground, you can check out the video from last week. But we do have some exciting news, and that is we are now past the appraisal portion of our home. Everything checked out there. And we are now in the phase of waiting for what they call a clear to close.
Yep.
So let's go walk over here as we check out these lean-tos and see what this means for those of you who haven't gone through this, because for us, this is the first time. When we bought our house about 17 years ago, nothing was really explained to us. We found a house, we showed the realtor where we wanted to move to, and he's like, sign here. And then, 25 days later, we signed about 100 documents, and we were the proud owners. As far as selling a house, we've never gone through this process before. So it's kind of like, hurry up, take 3 steps, slam on the brakes, hold that position for a week, and then we'll come back. So basically where we're at, what we've had to go through on the backside, I will say that really working with the buyers has been amazing. There's been no issues there. Our agent, Megan Manley from, I'll leave a video in the video description. I'll leave Megan's contact information if you're looking for a house in New Hampshire. Megan's done a fantastic job, and to Megan's point, has said this has probably been one of the easiest transactions. Although we do not feel that way. We feel that this should have been a 24-hour process, and we should be on the road by now. But in all fairness to everybody involved, really the only hiccup we've run into is with our personal mortgage company and getting over the payoff amounts to the title company and all that documentation there.
Well, they did.
They did. They just dated it wrong.
The incorrect date.
The first became an issue of the fax not going through because they operate still on fax machines.
Oh, please. Itch.
And then when they did get the fax to go through, it was for the wrong date. So, I mean, in the grand scheme of things, I've heard the stories of other people. We're very blessed to be in the situation that we're in and just kind of enjoying this journey. Now, the sad parts of all of this is, besides the waiting, is that our house is predominantly empty. And it is sad. Try to man up and be a man about this, but it
is sad, but oh my gosh, I cannot wait to go.
As excited as we are to leave, right? There's all these things, because Carrie and I have opted for the burn it down approach, which is no storage units. We're not going to, leave totes and tons of boxes with family members. We are literally cutting bait and taking off.
Well, Amelia is taking one. RJ, he took 3 of them.
Yeah, we've given them their stuff.
Up to them to do what they want with it.
We've given each of the children an opportunity to come through and grab what they want. Whether they show up or not, who knows? But each one of them, has the opportunity, if they're not busy that day, to take what they need or what they want and whatever. As far as us, Carrie and I have decided that we're going to take 1 tote that will have, some non-necessities, and that's really it. And that will be downsized once we get the new RV as well. The beautiful thing for what we're doing, though, for those of you who you see other people going through this process, is that we are starting out with a small trailer. We have a 2100 BH from Winnebago that we'll be using until we secure our new one. So the goal here is to close on the house, drive down to our South Carolina immediately, and within 48 hours, fingers crossed, and a pipe dream, we're going to pick up our new RV, which will be slightly bigger than this. So is pretty unique. We're downsizing to the max now, and then we'll be building back up with new stuff once we have the new RV.
Yeah.
So we're paring down to pair up in a, in a small way, and that kind of helps alleviate taking too much stuff. The only thing that we've left behind is the kayaks. We've left those with our son. Yeah. So again, RJ, thank you. Again, bailing mom and dad out. And that's only because we chose to take our electric bikes with us, our rattan e-bikes, so that we can cover more ground, so to speak, in the winter months. And then we'll look at getting a permanent rack solution for the back of the RV for the kayaks. So, yeah, and that's pretty much where we're at. But I do want to take, as a guy, I think paring down is a lot easier for me. I think we're just predetermined to, it's just stuff and move on. But as a woman, as a mom, as a wife, how hard has it been for you to let go of things? And not so much things that have memories attached to them, but just stuff.
It hasn't yet.
So you're not having a problem.
I have no problem yet until I get to the tote downstairs that has all the kids' stuff in it.
Which is,
But other than that,
it is weird
to be told, I can't wait to get the hell out. I love my house. I love everything that we've done with the house. I love the time at the house.
Right.
But it's time to go.
We've talked about this in a previous video, is that, so with this house, when we bought it, it was kind of a fixer-upper, I guess, to put it nicely. Carrie and I have physically touched every area, every square inch of this home, and turned it into our permanent home, we thought. So to take this all out, I will say it was our presence and our kids' presence that made that house so nice. Because once we took everything out and we're down to a couple of rooms left, and you could probably check next week or the week after's video for a tour, the house doesn't look like much because it's empty. It's a shell. And
like I said in past videos, the house itself, when there was 5 of us in there, it's 1 bathroom.
Right.
So it seemed very small at the time. And so now that there's just the 2 of us, I mean, minus all of our stuff, it's just it feels so huge.
And I think it makes it a little bit worse because, I'm going to turn around here because I think that goes off to a cliff, and then there'll be no more videos from Bob and Carrie. I think what's also a little bit tougher too is that we're leaving at the beginning of winter.
Yeah.
So we've had a couple of cold spells where it's incredibly cold in the house. And I think, some of that we feel is, the furniture's gone.
Yeah.
So it makes it a little colder. But yeah, so we run the pellet stove and we just keep plugging along. And, it's just that we're in this level that nobody talks about, is this level of we're ready to go.
It's almost like a calm,
you're anxious for a little while because you want the appraisal to go through. You want the inspection to go through. You want your documentation in order. You
want the clear to close to be on the days that we're clear to close.
Right. And so now here we are, and it's okay, wait. And for Carrie and I, who are very active for the most part, maybe not physically active, but we're active. It's been tough for us because we're now going through that phase of we can't do anything. While there was always stuff to do in the house, there's always something going on. It's all gone. There's no real cleaning to do, right? Because, when you own a house and you get stuff, there's always cleaning to do because we've done it all. We have some minor stuff that we have to get rid of, but for the most part, is kind of this whole hum about it.
Yeah.
And then the excitement will ramp up on closing day.
Yep.
And stuff like that. So this is just a quick update, and this is beautiful here in Fort Dummer. I don't want to drag this out too long. I want to let you know where we are in the process. And again, if you guys or anybody watching is going through this now, or you're about to go through this now, let us know your thoughts. And if you find this kind of content useful, Carrie here asks for you to subscribe to the channel. Give a big thumbs up.
Answering questions.
Yeah, if you want to fire questions,
so alone.
if you want to fire questions off to Carrie, you can hit Carrie up at 25pluslife on Instagram, or you can always shoot us an email at 25pluslife@gmail.com. Carrie handles most of that for us. And if you want to know why in some videos I refer to her as that, by all means, fire off an email. And I'll be happy to explain my limited education. So, other than that, from beautiful Vermont, I am Bob.
I'm Carrie.
And this has been 25 Plus Life. Catch you next week.
When you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still